So Dennis,
Dave,
back at the shop, and hey, it's Christmas time.
it is. Merry Christmas.
Yeah. You're finishing up the year. You got what? A few more videos you're trying to knock out before you
This is hopefully
wrap it up.
I think this is going to be our Christmas video.
Well, that's good.
That's right. You got a
Nothing
Christmas
better.
tree?
Yep.
Okay.
Maybe we can do something fun with it, huh?
I bet we can figure something out.
So I wanted to touch base on a couple things in the shop. This is a customer 73 Trans Ams from California. So we did it came in and he just originally wanted to freshen up my motor, give me a new paint job. Of course, once you take the paint off, you find all the surprises, right?
Yeah.
Quarters, tail panel, a little bit of floor work, more than what we expected. Was not an original California car, obviously, to come to find out, but it is now absolutely beautiful car, done in the correct red oxide inside and out. This car is going to go back somewhat stock.
You have to do the dash too.
I don't remember if we had to on this car. I don't think we had to on this car. But we did take it all apart, paint it and stuff, sand it all down, eliminate any problems. This car's not mini tub, so it's all stock tub on this car. He's going to stick with the 17-inch wheels and stuff on it, but we are putting all Ride-Tech street grip, lowering suspension on it. Ben is pulling out the subframe, getting this will all come apart. We'll get it sent off to get sandblasted, powder coated, all the original metal components. We'll get it tagged and stuff, and then we just take them right down the street to our powder coater where he sandblasts them, powder coats them, and then bring them back, go pick them up, bring them right back. But then we'll put all updated components and stuff on this car. We did build up his motor, so it's an original Pontiac motor, aluminum heads now. A Butler performance kit was put in the motor. This was an original red interior car, so we had to paint the dash black because this was red, but he wanted to go black. So we're doing our black leather interior on this car for the guy. So all of our full builds, we'll get an American Auto Wire, a full harness, bumper to bumper. I don't know if you've used their harnesses and stuff before, but every wire is labeled with exactly what it is. So if you find a wire anywhere in the car, it'll tell you what it's for. It's a really nice bumper to bumper kit that's all fire retardant wiring and allows for, like, especially like this car is going to get fuel injection added to the top of the motor, Holley setup, and then it'll get updated gauges.
Well, the hard stuff's done. You're over there cutting and puffing, so paint's almost finished.
So this car came out really nice. When we do our paint process, we'll do the base and the clear, and then we let it sit overnight, and we come back in and we do another round of a couple coats of clear. So we let it settle overnight, it gets baked, and then we come back in and do another round, and then Ryan actually does the wet sand. This car came out super smooth, so he's not having to be super aggressive on the wet sanding and polishing, but we're going to focus on the high side, just being white to obviously our black cars, he would typically do those, all the panels spread out on benches and stuff like that to get them as laser straight as possible. But we've played with the cleanest way to make our paint as smooth and as flat coming out of the body shop as possible. So
we've got it down too. 40 years. That's fantastic. Your paint really, really nice. Really nice. It's a different color oxide than what goes on the Shelby.
Yeah, there was actually some light variations throughout the years in the second generation Firebirds that are in the earlier years had more of a brownish red. So nice.
Is this your truck?
This is actually a Cyclone. We did do a quick paint job on this. This was an original Arizona truck. I bought it from a local friend of mine that had it for years and years, and he just went through some changes in his life, and I bought a Typhoon and a Cyclone from him. The Typhoon he owned since new. Wow. And it's a red one, and we'll see it in storage. The Cyclone, we just got done doing a nub and buff and stuff on it, getting everything.
How many miles on this?
I think 80 some maybe. It's been driven.
The paint on these and the Grand Nationals just weren't very good for the factory.
Oh no.
Even if you run up on a real short mile one of these, the paint just, and then some of the year Ford had issues with their paint too.
Well, we even painted the inside of the bed. Just wanted it to look nice.
They're cool trucks.
Yeah. So I want to take you upstairs and show you some of our parts that we're making.
Am I in trouble?
Nope, not yet.
Okay. Cover. Shit.
So that's not
Yeah,
flexible.
that's all right. They're pretty.
Oh,
Did you get that?
you edited that out? Okay.
That's all right.
Sorry, I just broke a piece.
No.
Send me a bill.
Well, unless you got any ideas of things we need to make, let's go upstairs and we'll see.
Wow.
Jason, you got time?
Yeah.
I wanted you to kind of explain to Dennis, and maybe we'll show a couple of these parts.
Yeah.
So 3D prints, we got a bunch of printers and stuff. We started with the Fusion 3D printers
Okay.
originally, so they were a bigger printer, a little bit bigger footprint, and we've recently migrated to the Bamboo Lab. So we have a majority of Bamboo Lab printers. They pretty much run,
Day and night,
yeah.
typically.
We try to keep them going nonstop. We've got
A lot of inventory here. Everything from like, this is a newer product. It's made out of a nylon infused carbon fiber.
Okay.
It's for aftermarket quarters. So your factory spoiler doesn't hug the quarter quite tight, your original one, to the aftermarket quarter. So I designed that to fit nice and snug to the quarter.
Yeah, the aftermarket ones I've tried, that's a battle.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Some air ducts that go under the dash.
Okay.
That nobody remanufactures anymore. We print these in house. Doubled in radio bezel for your dash.
Awesome. Well, I bet these sell well.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah. All the way to like wiper motor covers.
Okay.
They're pretty hard to find, so stuff like that.
like your shaker deletes and stuff like that. So we make some if you need air getting into your shaker that you could cut it out, put this in. We also make the delete plates for like the 70 to 73s if you need to close it off. And then we also reproduce for the guys that cut theirs out and don't want to cut out anymore and want to put it back to stock.
Right.
We actually designed this piece.
So this is for the guy that wants to go backwards.
Yeah.
Yep.
Very cool. And all branded. Of
Yes.
course.
This is a pretty cool material. This is a TPU material. It's super flexible.
Wow.
These are for our seat extenders, so for taller guys that want the seat to be pushed back further. These are the covers that cover those feet.
Boy, those are nice.
But
Isn't that
yeah.
nice? That's what I was telling you about
Very
earlier, how
cool.
they're the flexible material.
Yeah.
And that's your wiper cover.
Shit.
So that's not
Yeah,
flexible.
that's all right. They're pretty.
Ruh-roh.
Did you get that?
You edited that out? Okay.
That's all right.
Sorry, I just broke a piece.
No, you're good.
Damn it, send me a bill.
Formula hood inserts.
Yeah.
Kind of cool stuff.
Because stuff like this, it just deteriorates on cars.
Yeah.
And there's nobody making it. So.
And you've robbed him of all the parts cars probably already.
Oh, heck yeah.
Exactly.
That's exactly how it usually
This
comes.
Doug's piece is really neat.
Happens, you know. So Jason's part of our assembly team and stuff too. So he can do anything from mechanical to full interiors, and so he gets a feel for all the parts that we don't have or we can't get or that are like hard to find. And it's like,
Yeah.
and then it's like he's got a list. He's like, okay, we need to make this. We need to do this. We got to try and come up with that.
Yep.
So.
Outstanding, sir. That's great.
I
So
appreciate it.
we've got a team of guys that basically we try and come up with a new part like every week or every couple of weeks.
So how long does it take to make one of these?
That takes one full spool. One of these spools. This is obviously not full.
Okay.
And this is a $40 spool.
Wow.
And it takes, I think that print is 22 hours to print that piece.
Wow, how could you even charge enough for this?
It's
then?
hard to. Yeah.
Wow.
We don't make any money. It's just the.
But I understand why you did this though,
concept
because the other ones don't fit.
Yep.
Nobody-
Yep. A lot of
and then
people have a
nobody
lot of
has.
struggles getting them to fit, and so I just put a nut insert in there for those guys.
22 hours. Huh.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's tough, but it's, at the end of the day, the time we would spend to try and modify an existing one to then go on,
Oh, they
on
are
an
a battle.
aftermarket quarter,
Real battle.
it'd be cost prohibitive, and that's why we produce this to help save money for the customer
That is really
and time
cool.
for us.
So I would imagine the technology is going to get better though.
Oh, it
Yeah,
keeps getting
better. We've got this new filament that I have yet to experiment with, but this is a glass fiber filament. This stuff, after you print it, you put it in the oven for like 10 hours at a certain temperature, and it
Okay.
anneals it after the fact.
Okay.
And it's good to 420 degrees Fahrenheit.
Wow.
So now you
Engine
can print
compartment.
stuff in the engine bay. You can print. I mean, it's just This new filament is definitely the future.
That's crazy. Very cool, guys.
So if you want to build custom headers,
Yeah.
you have all your pieces.
Started doing all the duct work for like vintage air systems in these cars
Okay.
to make it easier. So like on our dash vents and stuff, if we're actually going to put like the small like 8x10 or whatever that went in the dash, super shallow speaker, well, we can put two 4-inch speakers
I
round.
noticed that in some of your cars.
And
I was going to point that out, but I did notice that.
so we customize the mount, and then we have to then customize all the tubing and the ventilation underneath it to work. So we actually modify all that so you can run a bigger speaker up front.
Wow.
So then that way you don't have to cut holes in your corners and find places for your doors or your console where people put them in stupid spots.
Yes, last thing you want to do is cut a door panel,
Yeah,
right?
so just try and keep them clean and stuff. But we can print everything from your typical radio bezels, and customize these for different styles of radios and stuff, but yet look stock.
Very cool.
Yeah, and that's the modified.
This is the prototype. I'm still working on it, but it drops down here so you have room for the magnets in the speakers in the dash.
Wow. That's great. Very cool. And that's why your cars are the best, right?
That's what we try.
Good job, sir.
Well,
Thanks
yeah.
for showing me. That's really cool.
Let's go take one of our new cars for a quick test drive.
Oh, I'm in. I'm ready.
Okay.
I was born ready. So how close is this car to being done?
Oh, it's basically done. We're just putting test miles on it now. Test miles and then modifying, whatever little stuff we got to do. I haven't put a ton on this one yet. So this is a naturally aspirated car, so.
So these cars will basically run with anything on the highway.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And
That's
get
crazy.
20 some miles of the gallon.
That ride's amazing.
Still got a small handful of things that need to be done yet. I'm trying to put 300 to 500 miles on the car
Really? Wow.
before they leave, as best we can.
That's a bunch. That would be a great job to have to be able to restore muscle on a test drive all day.
Yeah.
And that's what I'll do when I retire.
Well, we'll run up to this small town up north and then bring it back. We don't get too terribly far from the shop in case something comes up. Every once in a while, something weird, but that's why we got to put test miles on.
And most of these cars got 373s in the back.
Yes. couple of bandit runners right after the bandit run. They went for a ride in my car on the bandit run. I had to redo their interior after with these seats because they liked them so much. That's awesome.
Basically a new Trans Am with better technology.
Yes. Well, that's the fun thing about these cars is the technology. As it changes and as we come up with new ideas, we keep making them better. But there's a lot of fun things you can do with these cars. I mean, obviously you go to SEMA, you see the millions of dollars people spend on cars.
Yes.
So it's unlimited on what direction a guy wants to go. But for the guy that wants
But
to...
you're making the cars where they can be driven. I mean, they are show cars,
Yes.
but you're making them to drive.
Well, there's still a lot of collectors out there, and they like the Survivor stuff, the original numbers matching stuff, but there's more and more of the younger generation, and even the guys that are our age that just want a car that they can get in and drive. And especially if they went on one of our events, the Bandit Run, the Power Tour, some type of a road trip, I don't care what it is. It's just fun to be able to get in and go and not have to worry about your car. You got plenty of power, you got modern amenities, you got a great sound system.
AC that actually works.
Yes.
It's safe. Much better brakes. Much better handling. Impressive. Those some big hoops you're smoking back there too. That's impressive. God, that is so much fun. We did that an outstanding, sir.
Well, thanks. They're fun to drive. Appreciate you and Zach coming out. Sean, of course, pulling the trailer.
Sean Popular.
It's on Popular.
Well, thanks for having us. It's an honor to be here.
Oh, hey, obviously it's been too long. We've been talking about this for years, and well, the good thing is there's always new stuff, and so anything that pops up in Nebraska that you need help out with, just don't hesitate to say something.
You know the same thing in my area.
More than happy to.
But I will tell you what, I am thoroughly impressed. I am really proud.
Thank you.
Your quality is absolutely amazing.
Appreciate it.
Top notch. You're one of the best Trans Ams on the planet. This is the place for sure. I appreciate you spending all the time you did with us today.
Hey, it's what we're here for, and I want people to know, especially you guys, what we do here, and this is what we live and breathe. So we want these cars to be nicer than what people are expecting, and so they can drive them and enjoy them for years to come. Because just like I told you earlier, I have cars that come back, so I build them the way I want them to come back.
Me too.
So
that's how we do with Jeeps.
Yeah,
Love it.
because someday they will come back around, whether it's coming in for service or whether it's coming in to own it again.
When you guys watch for this episode, it's going to drop right after Christmas, Zach. Is that right?
Day after.
Day after, on Friday, as always at noon, coffee walk. See you then.
Thanks, guys.
Yep. That was awesome. Great day.